I apologize for another video about Twitter, but this is big news, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So stay tuned. I'll let CNN break the news, since this is the most painful thing that they've had to report since Donald Trump won the 2016 presidential election. Take it away, Brian Stelter in drag.
This just into CNN. Donald Trump's Twitter account is back. Elon Musk reinstated the former president just minutes ago. This is President Trump's Twitter page here. Until tonight, it had said account suspended.
Okay, that's enough out of you. So the account is back. All of the old tweets are back. The followers are not back. The account started at 0 followers, so everybody is having to re-follow the account. But Elon said that he's trying to fix that and is hoping to restore all of the old followers as well. And as you can imagine, everybody in the liberal media and the twits on Twitter very upset about this. Tell us how you feel over at MSLGBTV.
I'm absolutely disgusted, but what else do we expect from very white, privileged, cis, hetero men protecting each other, because we always mistake wealth and inheritance for genius. So yay, Elon Musk gets what he wants, his buddy back on the air, in order to finish burning down democracy while he finishes burning down the town square.
Yes, allowing free speech on the internet, abiding with the principles of the First Amendment, is burning down democracy, according to the communists. And shortly before the account was reinstated, CBS News announced that they're going to be leaving Twitter. Sayonara!
In light of the uncertainty around Twitter and out of an abundance of caution, CBS News is pausing its activity on the social media site as it continues to monitor the platform, Major.
Jonathan Vigliotti, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Goodbye. This also means that the evidence exonerating President Trump from any wrongdoing on January 6th has also been restored. Like this tweet where he said, quote, "I am asking everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. No violence. Remember, we are the party of law and order. Respect the law and our great men and women in blue. Thank you." People are also combing through President Trump's old tweets to find some of their favorites, like this gem back in 2012, where Donald Trump tweeted to Arianna Huffington, the founder of the Huffington Compost, which was later sold to, I think, America Online for $400 million. But anyway, he tweeted to her saying that she is unattractive both inside and out, and that he can fully understand why her husband left her for a man, saying that he made a good decision. But despite Democrats' fears that the tweets might start flying again, and they're already freaked out that people are digging up and retweeting some of his old classics, but he might not actually return to Twitter to tweet new tweets, because he has his own platform, Truth Social. And not only is Twitter a direct competitor, but he might not actually be allowed to, because of the contracts with his investors. He might be exclusively only allowed to to post on Truth Social. But he's already said numerous times that if Elon were to reinstate his account, that he's not coming back. And he might not even one tweet, just to encourage people to come over to Truth Social, which he should do. But he may just completely boycott it altogether. But that's not stopping the twits from totally freaking out about his old tweets being reinstated and the possibility that he could come back and start the tweets flying any day now. Jonathan Greenblatt over at the ADL says, for Elon Musk, it's the Anti-Defamation League, the big cancel culture nonprofit to stop hate speech, says that Elon allowing Donald Trump back on Twitter, ostensibly after a brief poll, shows he is not remotely serious about safeguarding the platform from hate, harassment, and misinformation. He tweeted an entire thread crying about it, concluding that he is now demanding that Twitter be completely deleted from the internet, saying that Elon's decisions over the past month have been erratic and alarming, but this decision is dangerous and a threat to American democracy. Yeah, free speech is a threat to democracy. So he says, we need to ask, which is, of course, his coded language of a demand, is it time for Twitter to go? This is the same organization, by the way, that wants all schools to ban kids from doing arts and crafts projects around Christmas time about anything having to do with Christmas, including mentioning the very word, or even drawing pictures of Santa Claus. This is from one of their online seminars.
Even though this is technically constitutional, why an assignment like this is nonetheless problematic.
It's problematic.
Yeah, absolutely. Regardless of the constitutionality, when we're thinking about a respectful school environment, I think there are a lot of red flags that we see in this scenario. Not everyone, celebrates Christmas. Not everyone believes in, Santa Claus or has that sort of celebration.
Well, maybe you should try it sometimes because it's a lot of fun. And that's what we do in America. Sadly, since Brian Stelter has been fired from CNN, we don't have any video of him crying about it. But the best that we could do is read one of his tweets. The NAACP president, Derek Johnson, tweeted, "If Elon Musk continues to run Twitter like this, using garbage polls that do not represent the American people and the needs of our democracy, God help us all." This again comes just 24 hours after the sad and shocking news that Elon said he's not going to allow Alex Jones back on and, quote, too bad, and that the new policy is that, which is really just a continuation and admission of what the old policy is, that they're going to be shadow banning tweets that have supposed hate speech in them. And some people don't understand what nuance is. They're like, but you were just criticizing him yesterday and now you're celebrating him. I just don't understand. It's called nuance. When Elon does stupid things, he's going to get criticized by me and by everybody else who's going to try to encourage him or shame him into doing the right thing. And when he does the right thing, we're going to celebrate. And especially when the liberal lunatics are having a total meltdown, we're going to have a good time. And again, for those who say that you hate Twitter, and I hate Twitter too, and you're not on Twitter and Twitter doesn't matter, unfortunately, Twitter does matter because it's an engine that's driving the crazy train of the culture war and the manipulation of the trending list. It impacts the news cycle, and it's where all the journalists, the fake news journalists hang out. It's where the cancel culture mobs organize because of the user interface. It just makes dogpiling and coordinating very easy. So I totally understand if people aren't on Twitter, but it's an important social media platform. It's an evil social media platform, but it's important to monitor and to really understand how it functions and what's going on over there. And Elon's scared to death that Twitter's going to get banned from the Apple and Android app store. So he has to have these filters to suppress free speech that they call hate speech, just like Parler, Getter, Truth Social. All of the apps in the App Store have to have it. This is from a post on Parler where certain keywords get detected and then it's automatically censored. So they might ban him from the App Store regardless, just because he's ruffling so many feathers. So in the long run, what he's going to have to do is the same thing that Gab did, where he's going to have to make the website function by saving it onto your home screen, which you could do on an Apple device, I'm sure on an Android device, and then it functions just like an app, but minus the push notifications. Buckle up, because things are going to continue to get crazy in the United States forever, I'm sure, because we're in the midst of a collapsing society, and with the 2024 election not around the corner, kind of distant in the future, but now heating up with President Trump's announcement, and the Department of Justice has announced that they have launched a special counsel to investigate President Trump. So they may very well indict him on several trumped up charges, no pun intended. If that happens, it's not going to happen until after the Georgia Senate runoff election, because they usually don't do things like that around 60 days before an election. So who knows what's going to happen after that election. It might not be until sometime next spring, but you can't put anything past these people. They've done everything they can to destroy President Trump while he was in office, to try to prevent him from running again, and they'll do everything they can to try to stop him, and it's going to get wild. Oh, on a lighter note, when President Trump's Twitter account was reinstated yesterday, it also happened to be Old Joe's 80th birthday. Surprise! Something else that's back online is my Trump Claus sweatshirt, which you should order from my online store at markdice.com, or click the link in the description below. It's available in a sweatshirt, t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, and a hoodie, and in red, green, and black. So head on over to markdice.com or click the link in the description below and check them out.